month of December, 4 days to the end of the year, and I'm excited because this is the last episode of the year, and I'm thankful for seeing the end of the year with you all. The year wasn't the best of the best. There was the inflation rates, removal of subsidy, which affected everything. I mean, everything in the country. There was the protest too. Let's not forget that. But here we are, almost nearing the end of the year, and there's so much to be grateful for.
I agree with you, Olaiton. I super agree with you. I'm actually very excited because we've seen many shegebanza this year.
Exactly.
The T-Pain, Tinubu's economies, regime, and all of that. Many people lost their loved ones. We see many news online: bomb blasts, kidnapping, road accident, everything.
A lot of sad
Funny
things.
how I was telling somebody last week, Olaiton, I went for experience.
Yeah.
And I just passed Third Mainland Bridge. It was never up to 10 minutes when I got a notification to one news website I subscribed to. And they were like, a bus, the same bus that I usually enter from Obalende to Bega, rammed into a truck on that same road that I just passed. You see?
Wow, something to be thankful
like,
for.
if not be God, I am. Nobody got a frame for me. I put my picture on the frame.
Yes,
there was nothing like that.
There was no obituary.
Many people got missing, but I didn't see anything on Twitter. No justice for light or no justice for precious. Nothing.
Nothing like that. Yeah.
Many people also chop breakfast this year.
Exactly.
As in breakfast. Some even chop lunch and dinner joint. So there were a lot of whys and also asking God for various questions. But we actually thank God for His grace, His mercy, His love, and all, for keeping us alive till now.
Baby love, I really do agree with you. There was plenty shege, but alhamdulillah. I want to also thank our listener out there for always tuning in. If it's not for you, we won't be here, and we're super grateful for what you are and how you're always supporting, listening, and giving us more energy. Listening to our podcast gives us energy to always want to do more, to give you premium content. And we are always glad to be here because we know you're out there waiting for us to post our content so that you can listen. And we can't thank you enough for everything.
We love you.
We love you so much. I'm Olaito Baba today, and with me, as usual, is
Precious Mama to the Anati Queen.
Oh my God. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Like super grateful.
Like, I'm really happy to have you. The journey wouldn't have been easy without you. You've been supportive. You've been a darling. You've always brought the vibe and the energy to the episodes, and I'm so grateful for that.
You can say that again.
I would like to know what stood out for you this year, and what moment made you the happiest, and what made you almost give up. Like, when you just get to a point, you're just like, oh, at this point, I beg, me, anything won't happen, just happened.
This year has been a lot for me, for real. It has been a lot because this same year was actually the year I went to serve in February.
Yeah.
I went to camp. And while I was in camp, there were many stories of them. Though I didn't see it, I didn't witness it, but we heard stories of them rushing somebody that had asthma, somebody that had attack. They had to rush them to the hospital. We even heard story of somebody dying. I don't know how true it is. You tend to hear many news.
Yeah.
But I went to the same camp. I stayed there for 3 weeks. There was nothing happened to me. The only thing I can say was my leg got swollen at a point that till I left the camp, I was wearing bedroom slippers till I eventually left camp. And for you, I'm very sure that many people, because I've told a lot of people that I was not going to serve this country because this country is a mess. But like, who am I? My father said, go and serve. And I was like, no. I tried proving stubborn because my brother didn't serve, thinking he was going to give me the same leg he gave him. Well, bro, Baba said, since you feel you're old enough to make decisions for yourself, probably you will leave my house. When I heard that one, if I leave your house, where do I want to go to? It's not like I have one man that will camp me or anything. So at that point, I was like, okay, let me just save. After all, we go see, because the reassurance they gave me was if they take me where I won't like, they will probably ghost it for me. And we tried a lot of things. We tried redeployment after I came back from my 3 weeks camp. It didn't work. I think after like 3 months, I already spent 3 months in the service year, and I was like, well, let me just do this thing, because after 1 year, 3 months has gone. How many months remain? 9 months. And this thing is it's not like the woman was giving us any positive response. She kept like, I will try with next batch. At the point, I just gave up and accepted my fate. Even when I was posted to, I thank God, I almost give up at the point, but when I saw that there was nothing, I had no choice. I just had to let me just endure and just do things that will lift my spirit and make me happy. Yes, so till now I've been doing things that will make me happy. Even when people try to like dampen my spirit and all, I just try to energize myself and just do things that will make me smile and things that will make me happy. But so far so good. It's been God. I just thank God for my life. I thank God for His grace. I thank God for my family. I thank God for these friends He gave me, both the ones I have and the ones I meet, especially in this service here. Like I met lovely, sweet people. Like you guys have been amazing. Honestly, you've been amazing. Like I'm just so glad for the gift of life. Yes, it's not been easy, but God has been.
For me, I came into this year with all sorts of energy. Like I was so excited entering this year. Like, you know, when you just feel like this year is my best year yet. And then, you know, I registered for NYC, went as early as possible. Unfortunately, moved to the next batch. That dampened my spirit. You know, all the energy coming from December last year, and then that's on its own just dampened my spirit. But then NYC showed me shaggy. Let's just put it at that. Before I finally got to where I am now, and I can't be more thankful. Almost lost family members this year, and today even happens to be my dad's birthday.
Wow!
And so I'm so like, you know, I'm excited. And
Let's sing song for him now. Happy birthday, Papa!
Oh my God! And I just want to say happy birthday to him and wish him all the best. Yeah, all the best, really. So I'm really excited about today. I'm excited for the gift of life. You know, I've been able to learn this year that even in that moment where you feel like all hope is lost, still keep holding on to God. There are times that things will happen to you and you just feel like there's not even a word of prayer to say. You know, sometimes when things happen, you just want to let me go and pray to God. And then you just get to a point whereby you don't even know what to say. You don't even know how to put it out there and, you know, talk to God. But then you just believe that God can see your heart and He can see your pain.
From your heart to God's ears.
Babe, actually, I've been dead this year. But yeah, I'm so excited because it's 4 days to the end of December. And yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for friends. And like you said, my service here also brought wonderful people into my life. Took out toxic people to brought Him beautiful people, amazing souls. And I can't be more than thankful for that. And looking at it, we're nearing the end of the whole NYSC thing.
Yeah.
And then you're not looking forward to the years to come, looking forward to what's going to happen next. Trust me, this NYSC period hasn't been the best of the best, but yeah, we're here.
Do you have any plan after your service? Because for me, I don't get plan. No. See, at this point of my life, I just want to live life because I don't suffer. See, this 1 year, I've been through a lot, the stress, everything. See, I already said before I probably think of what next I want to do with my life, maybe I'll go and get married. Or before I start thinking of what I want to do with my life
but where
next.
is the man you want to get married to?
There's nothing God cannot do. Have you forgotten? God of impossibilities.
Exactly. What God cannot do.
I feel bring invitation card tomorrow and say, "Alright, I'm getting married on this 25th."
And we're turning up. We're turning up.
Your gilly go reach sky.
I'm telling you, because sincerely, I can't just wait for my girls to start getting married. Maybe that would even motivate me, because when it comes to marriage, there's no motivation as such. But maybe you guys would start motivating me. So please, from next year,
Mafo,
invitation cards should keep coming in.
We go motivate you.
All right, so on today's episode, and I'm sure you all can sense the excitement in our voice, we're so happy. So we're going to be doing a recap of everything we've talked about since the middle of this year and content that gave us more views. But aside that, I would like to ask you, Precious, what episode did you find the most interesting, that you felt connected to? It was more like they were talking about what you really want to hear or what you want to listen to.
Should I be honest with you?
Yeah, be honest.
I love love. I love love.
Okay, so
like my best topic this year, was actually the love and relationship. You should know I love love. The girl that loves love that does not have a man.
Exactly, because anything that has to do with relationship, that has to do with love, Precious is always excited about that. So if you want to make Precious talk, just bring up love, bring up relationship, bring the other side of, love.
Sex. Yes, and when you bring it to me, Try and be raw.
Okay. And she will definitely give you all what you want to hear in regards to that. So we're starting with the bullying episode, which has to do with Tony Abraham was our case study then, where a Twitter user said that use me as a scapegoat and, tagged Tony Abraham for supporting APC. Yes, we know that a lot is going on in the country. We know that people are going through a lot, but I just feel like it was overstretched. He went overboard.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary. Some people, they overdo.
Like,
Me, actually,
you do overdo.
As in, I actually feel that the reason why he called her out was the fact that many things happen and sometimes she just throws her face to some certain things, she doesn't reply.
Yeah,
and I feel that the reason why she took up that matter was the fact that you get issue with me and you went online and you're telling me that all my children will die. As per how? Like na me find your trouble. You have issues with me. Come to me directly and face me. Don't go through corners. You don't bring my family into it. If I step on your toes, face me directly. Don't insult my family. Don't curse my children. It was actually wrong.
Of that person.
It was wrong. And because you feel that she doesn't probably respond to things online, you were dragging her out that she used it as the first scapegoat. And I was glad that she took it up.
But
she took it up with him now.
Blamed her for taking it up too.
It's a normal thing because we shall know that sometimes people online, they are usually blind. Many of them are blind because many of them, they hide away from the truth. Because many of us will be mothers tomorrow and some of us are already mothers. If you have problem with somebody and somebody curse your child and pray a bad prayer for your child, how will you feel?
Like I usually say something while I was in secondary school that if I offend you, please insult me. Don't start talking about my parents because I won't take that. That's the point where I would let it loose. And after the whole Tony Abraham case and all of that, after it was over, there was also Funke Akindele's issue when one actress died. Then Jumoke Aderomu, may also rest in peace, where people were like, backlashing Funke Akindele. And at first, when they started talking, she didn't, Funke now. Yes. Whenever anything is going on, you can drag her from now till tomorrow. She will not respond. You. But it got to a point whereby they also said something about her kids too. Yes. And she came online, crying, saying that she didn't even bring those children to the social media. Why would someone go as far as, insulting her kids, cursing her kids and all that? So I feel like when it comes to children, the motherly instinct just, springs up and then they are all out to defend their kids. As much as I would say that we don't support cyberbullying, and I want everybody to also know that each person, each individual, take out the celebrity thing out of it. They are also human beings like you, and they feel that same emotion you feel as a person. So like, when you want to attack them, when you want to bully them, I think most of these celebrities can even continue bullying them. Like, they can take it in. But when it comes to their family, just take it out of your mouth, please. And even aside that, anybody can decide to vote for whoever they want to vote for.
Freedom of...
I am not a fan of T-Pain. I'm not a fan of Tinubu. In fact, I didn't vote for him because, I went to vote. I didn't vote for him, but regardless, I just feel like as much as we want someone we can blame for what we're going through, we should also know that everybody has a right to vote and to be voted for, and nobody deserves to be ostracized because they voted for someone. There are a lot of people out there who voted for Tinubu that we didn't even know. And there are still some people that are still supporting him, even with the things we're going through in the country. Yet, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to move on.
Move on. I mean, when I calm down, we are all going through a lot in this country.
Sincerely, we're going through a lot. And did you notice that people no longer fight, like physical fights now?
Yeah, I actually noticed.
Yeah, I kind of realized that it is when you have food, that's when you want to fight. People know they fight anymore. So all this, their anger, they just come online to dump it there, to, drag people and all that. But I just feel like it's not necessary. We should all be able to work on our pains and our hunger and not take it out on other people. Learn to not transfer aggression to other people. Like in the past, I was this kind of person, like when I'm going through stuff, I will take it out on everybody. But then I've also gotten to learn that this person I'm taking my pain out on is also going through stuff that I might not be in the know of. So I don't want to push my pain on you. So I just like, okay, if I'm angry at you, I can be angry at you. But then when it comes to me probably going through some stuff, and because of that, someone is messaging me, trying to talk to me, and I'm like taking it out on you, like shutting you out of my life and all, when you did not even do anything to me. Like, I've gotten to learn that it doesn't worth it. If you're going through stuff, also learn to understand that people are also going through even worse than you're going through.
And why don't you give them your advice? Your word again. Whatever dampen your spirit,
put on joy, darling. I know it's difficult actually, because I think when you tell people, even at points where they are supposed to be crying, you're telling them put on joy. It's not the most easy thing to do, but consciously put on joy and be happy because you deserve it. You deserve it, my darling. Okay, so another episode that we're going to be talking about is unveiling the shadow of human trafficking. And, I think that time we talked about Oloture. We used it as our case study then. I think this episode are just about case studies, and I'm excited. We talked about Oloture, we talked about human trafficking, we talked about the impact it has on the people who are in that situation.
Yes, and I think I remember the guest we invited, she shared a story, like a personal story of a family member trying to sell out for money.
True. Yeah.
Yes.
But I think that was on child trafficking, where she said that she doesn't even know that she was being trafficked. And she didn't even know that they already sold her out, and she was just doing the things she had to do and all that. She shared her pain. She shared what she went through. She shared how it was difficult, knowing that it was even from family member. And I think on that episode, we almost all cried because it was so emotional.
We did not almost all cry. It actually dropped. I remember I was cleaning my eyes.
During the episode. And the fact that she was even someone that I know, for 4 years, we were in the same department. And I just knew she started NGO, but then one won't think too deep about it, and it was mostly focused on child trafficking and all that. And knowing the story behind that made me more emotional. And I think we also told that the fact that she even took the bold step of helping people that would be in that position is something we're also grateful for. And really, for any person that is going through that pain, either you were trafficked as an adult or probably as a child, we're sending you love and light.
We love you. Stay strong.
Yeah. And you deserve all the happiness. And trust me, it is not your fault that you're in that position, because most times in life, when people go through some things that traumatize them, it gets to a point where they start feeling like, oh, it was my fault. Maybe it was because of this that I did. Maybe it's because of that. But then it is not your fault
at all.
And you deserve all the love and the care that any other person feels they deserve. You deserve it even more.
But come to think of it, Olaito.
Yeah.
We've been talking of human trafficking and child trafficking.
Okay, yeah.
Female genital mutilation,
That episode was mad. Because, I don't know, the person that we brought seems to know so much about it, the way she enlightened us, the way she talked about it. And we're talking about some countries that still practice female genital mutilation up to this moment. So she was telling us I think she said it was 3 types, and I researched and studied that it was 4 types of female genital mutilation. There is one whereof it's total, where they cut off the clitoris and all that. There is one where they cut it and put it in another place. It was just a whole lot.
The one that even amazed me, the thing that amazed me most in that topic was the fact that she said, okay, they will remove all of this so that you won't have premarital sex.
Yeah.
So when I get married and I'm ready to listen, will they come and sew it back?
No, that one is gone. And the fact that they would not even enjoy sex when they even want to start having it is one thing that
so
does
painful.
Not
something that God created for everybody to enjoy. To enjoy. God.
Oh my God!
Something that is meant to be as sweet as honey. Your village people made it as bitter really for you. But anyways, to those of you out there that probably feel that you don't enjoy sex with your man or your husband, sometimes I wouldn't say it's your fault. Just know that it could probably be the fact that you were circumcised at birth, right?
At birth, yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually not your fault. Just stay strong and probably go for help.
Yeah, and I think one of the things we talked about then was the effect of it on people. Some get traumatized for the rest of their life. They don't even want to go into marriage. They don't want to have kids. They just traumatize them. And for some, it's death.
Well, I have a question though. If you are the one,
yeah,
you don't enjoy sex. They cut your thing when you were small.
Okay.
and you eventually get married. You don't have to, or no, you've not gotten married yet. You probably find that nothing drives you. You don't feel
please.
it. You don't even get the urge. You just see sex as something that I don't think I will ever want to have sex. It's not my thing. You like to get married. That thing will ruin you.
Definitely it would ruin the lady, because okay, let's even assume it's someone that was raped and is traumatized. There are some rape victims that they don't enjoy sex. They don't even want you to come close to them and all that. But then at least they can still work on that one, ba. You can go see a therapist. You can go see a psychologist that would help you, get over it. But what can we say about someone that they totally cause it off? No matter the therapist, no matter what they do, how do we have that kind of person?
My dear, you can't do anything because they've cut it off and you cannot sew it back.
So I think for the rest of their life, they're not going to ever enjoy sex. And another topic is domestic violence. We talked about how a lot of people are going through domestic violence and they're not talking about it. We talked about the Stockholm syndrome, whereof a lady is still in that abusive relationship because she can't just see herself leaving an abuser. So they still remain in that relationship no matter what they're going through. And I think we invited Palumi then, and he was talking about someone in his neighborhood. They know that this man always with this woman. So this woman's family came in, packed their stuff, and they left, only for this woman to bring her things back to the same man's house until I think the woman lost her life at the long run. I think then people would abuse, or they say something about people that are getting abused in their relationship and not leaving, and that moment we use it to tell you guys it could be Stockholm syndrome, and that is why no matter what they're going through, they still remain in that relationship.
Yes, my darlings, if he slap you or eat you and give you iPhone 16,
pack your things and go. But collect the iPhone 16, but pack your things and go.
My dear, if he doesn't allow you to live with this iPhone 16, my dear, drop it or leave it and go. Somebody else in the future will give you iPhone 16. No, you can even get it for yourself. Actually, you can buy it for yourself.
For yourself, yeah.
Because if you don't leave when you need to, my dear, the last flower they will give you, or the last iPhone 16, might probably be in your graveyard, though.
During that time, I also talked about the movie that I watched, whereof the lady knew that whenever her husband beat her, he would give her money, like lots of money. So it depends on how much he even beat her. If he beat her and she lands in the hospital, millions of naira. So she was like, that she's not going to leave the marriage until she's able to raise about 10 million naira. So even when her husband was trying to work on being abusive, she would do stuff that would make the guy so aggressive and beat her just because she wants to spend the money. And at some point, she was already at 6 million. And her friend was like, leave this marriage already. 6 million is a lot of money. Just go. She was like, no, that she still wants the money to get to 10 million naira. Then they went for a party. She met with another guy, trying to be mushy with the guy, knowing that those are the things that pisses her husband off. On getting on, this man beat her until she dropped dead.
Greed.
So even the 10 million, the 6 million, the 0 million, he wasn't able to spend it.
Bank helped her.
Exactly. So I feel like regardless of how nice that guy is an abuser even nice?
Some of them can be so sweet though.
But regardless of the gift you get from him, regardless of how kind he is to your family members, because most of them, they only show their devilish side to the lady they are with. But you see their family members see them as, ọkùnrin tó fẹ́ tó nice July is the nicest guy you've ever been with. But behind the scene, you know what you're going through.
Yes.
Do not put up with it. And we also talked about the fact that it is not only the lady that go through abuse. Men also go through this. We have verbal abuse, where Grace was talking about how a woman will be telling her husband, "Olori buruku ni e," cursing you and all that.
Yes.
Those are also abuse, and you should not, allow it happen to you, because there's a way it affects your mental health. It affects you as a person. It affects your self-esteem. Because once people keep saying things about you, I was seeing a reality show, I think about 2 days ago, and the lady was there, and because they were playing games, all these taxing games, and she failed each time she does the game, and she was crying. And she was saying something like, all her life, she has never done something good.
Wow.
And that is because even her family members tell her
yeah,
she's
good
of
for
no
nothing.
good and all that. So it has become a pattern for her. So whenever she doesn't do things right, she just feel like she can never do anything good. Then there was this game that she later played and she won. So one person on her team now told her that even with the fact that people are doubting her, because that game needs you to betray your team members and then you get money. So they thought she was betraying her team members to get money, whereof she's just losing the game actually, and she's just trying to support her team as much as she can. So when she won the game, that lady now held her hand and told her that, and she was saying it while crying, that she's really proud of her, that she can see how much effort she's putting into this game and all that. And she started crying, saying that this is the first time in her life. She's not a 20-year-old girl. So someone telling you when she's about 28-year-old, telling you that this is the first time in her life, in her entire life, where someone is telling her, I'm proud of you, you've done something good. So this is to tell you that it's not about just eating you. There are some words that people say to you that affect you and affect even your mental health till you're gone, that you don't even know. You just seem to see yourself at that space that there's nothing good that I do. But then it is something that they've been saying to you. And yes, you need all the help that you can get. As much as they've said it to you, I think it is high time you started telling yourself that I am great. I'm a good person. I can do great things. No matter the limitation, I can be who I see I am.
At this point, I even feel sometimes you don't even need people to even ginger you. Or
just tell yourself.
Tell yourself. Because I don't know, some people have developed this mantra thing that they look into the mirror every day and they just speak positively to their life.
Like, seriously,
you don't need anybody to speak.
To
like, you don't need anybody to tell you are great, I'm proud of you. You are the best among your peers. Look into the mirror, look at yourself and tell yourself, I'm beautiful. I am loved.
I'm loved.
Yes, you don't need anybody to tell you are loved, my dear.
Exactly. So do not let the words of people, do not let people's action determine who you are. You are the driver of your own life and you're the one. See, it is who you say you are against who people think you are. You know yourself more than anybody will say they know you. So therefore, say good things to yourself. Encourage yourself. I used to say, I am my own biggest priority and I am my own greatest fan. So if I do not have other people cheering for me, I think I should cheer for myself. I think I should tell myself, you're doing great. You're trying. At least you're trying. A lot of things will happen that will make you want to give up, that will make you feel like maybe you're not trying enough. But always remember, always tell yourself that you're the best version of yourself.
Yes.
Exactly. And you're irreplaceable. Nobody can replace you. It is either they're better than you or they not reach your level at all. So you're unique in your own way.
Yes.
And then to the second to the last topic, which is corporate harassment. And the stats then told us that majority of people have gone through that in the place of work. But then they're not talking about it. Yes. Are you that lady that your boss is harassing you, or you're the person
rubbing
at work,
your laps?
Exactly. Or you're the person at work that your boss will just come in and tell you that this is rubbish. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. And you just feel like, oh, Gavity, what may I do again? How you want to say me a carry on now? It's all corporate harassment. Your guy does not have to take up your shirt or take off your clothes before he harasses you. There are verbal harassment. There are
physical ones.
Exactly. We talk about religion harassment too, whereof you get isolated at your place of organization because you're not a Christian, or because you're not a Muslim, or because you're a free thinker, you don't believe in any God, and they just feel like, he's not the kind of person we can move with. Or probably it's because of the way you dress. They discriminate against you. We talked about that, and it's one episode that I feel everybody that is in a working place needs to listen to.
And I feel many people don't know that there are agencies backing this up.
Yeah.
And I think we mentioned most of them.
We mentioned them.
Yes.
We talked about it.
My ladies and my guys, gentlemen.
Exactly.
If you didn't listen to that
Veegilant
program, just go back to our YouTube channel at Veegil Media. Go to the playlist and search for Veegilant. search for it and listen to them. We listed some organizations out there where you can gather your evidence. They will help you investigate it. And if your boss is found guilty, my dear, he's going down.
That man is
going down.
Because we talk about the fact that it could be the CEO of the organization, and then that CEO is trying to blacklist you everywhere you go. So please make sure you gather your evidence.
Yes.
As the man they try harass you mentally, physically, or verbally,
yes,
they gather that evidence.
And if you want to use money, if he wants to use money to die the case down, my dear, you have social media. We are here for you. Bring it on, and we'll take it up.
And you can also reach out to us on Veegil Media. We're going to bring it up. We're going to help you drag the man. We're going to show him the shege that eat the selves, but please come with evidence.
Yes, so I beg you. We don't get 50 billion to pay. Say a billion, a million.
50 million.
Oh, wow, God will deny us. We sleep in jail.
ASAP, baby love. And lastly, we're talking about love and relationship, philosophy of love and relationship. And because December is a time of love, it's not only February. December is the time of love where we show love to our family, show love to our friends, show love to our colleagues. And then that is why we added this episode into our recap where we want to talk about love and relationship. Although our guest that they said, she doesn't love love because Nigerian men are going to show you shege
banza.
But then we're still here preaching love. We're telling you we love you. We're telling you to love yourself. With everything we've said since, majority of what we've been saying is love yourself. Love your neighbor. Because if you love your neighbor, if you love that woman, you would not eat her. If you love your neighbor, you would not kidnap a child and go and traffic that child now.
If you actually love yourself in the first place, like you really love yourself, you will not be able to traffic anybody because your mind, you won't be comfortable now except you don't have conscience.
Sincerely, and if you love your neighbor, you won't go online to bully them. You see, everything we've been talking about since money just revolves around love.
Yes.
Love yourself, love your neighbors, be kind to people, be gracious to people. Oh my God, be gracious to everyone around you because you don't know what they're going through. That person that you kidnapped, a child, is going through a lot, is going through pains. That girl that you mutilated her genital parts is also going through pain, is going through hardship, and everybody needs to be aware of the pain they inflict on other people. Be aware of that. Know that people are going through stuff. Know that people are going through pain, and you shouldn't hurt. Do not make people feel less of themselves. That lady that is working so hard in your organization, but because you want to have your way with her, you're making her go through hell. Also remember that she has a mental health to take care of.
Yes.
And if you cannot help someone out of their pain, out of their despair, definitely you should be there to support them by showing them the love that they deserve, by making them realize they're worth it.
To sum it all up, love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Some people do not love themselves.
And that's why I said previously that love yourself first. If you can love yourself, like you really love yourself, I'm not saying you love Mr. Moses or you love yourself first. Because if you don't have enough love for yourself, you don't have love to give somebody else. Abina?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, love yourself.
So, love yourself.
Show love to people this month. It's actually the season of love.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have enough rice to share,
please share.
Yes.
I'm here. You can send to me.
Please, if you are sending to light or add chicken, she loves chicken.
Exactly.
Like drumstick.
And make sure that rice is fried rice. You get with shrimps.
This today I know that beggars have choice. You ask me to give you rice. You are not even telling them that it must be fried rice.
Oh my God.
Beggars don't they get choice.
But then it's hard to lighten up the mood and to lighten up everywhere. And just to tell you guys that we love you so much. You're the best. Like
you're
the best. Exactly. Our other half.
My rib is not missing now. Is already missing.
No, I feel like my rib is out there, Sha. I'm gonna find it one day. That man that's gonna love me just the way I want to be loved. Exactly.
So touched. Anyways, guys, we love you so much. We love the fact that you always listen to us, even when we come here to rant and say, even when
Precious is here to fight tyrants.
I don't like people that used to do any
exactly. Well, it's been a nice one this year, and before we wrap up, I would like to ask Precious, what is your plans for 2025?
to be honest with you, you know that every year, every year, people usually write this New Year resolution thing. Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie you. I never write anything. I have gone through a lot this year. And at this point of my life, I just want to just chill and enjoy life. Like I've gone through a lot. I just want to relax. Then probably once I finish relaxing, I'm probably going on a little vacation, even for like a week. Once I'm done relaxing, I can now start thinking, okay, Precious, what do you want to do next with your life? Do you want to get married? Do you want to start a business? Like, what do you want to do? Yes, so I don't really know what I want to do in 2025, but I know that 2025, you're going to hear about me.
All right.
Yeah, so all right, Tom.
Yeah.
I heard you are getting married next year.
Like,
what do you want to do? Have you forgotten that God is the God of impossibilities?
Okay, so I feel like me talking about not wanting to get married, I have my reasons. And yes, if marriage should happen next year, it's not a bad thing. But then I just feel like I have to be there, and the man too should be there. So, but then for next year, I'll be finishing my service year and I can only hope that God has a better plans for me. And I've gone through a lot this year, which I believe is more like a ladder to the best year yet, which is 2025. So I'm hoping for the best in 2025. And yes, I'm praying for all our listeners out there that you find all that you dearly seek in 2025. You have the best year yet.
Yes.
Because you deserve it. You're a real MVP.
Yes,
and at Veegil Media, we love you so much because you're the one keeping us here. And without you, there's no us. And yeah, you guys rock. You're
and
the
without
real MVP.
us, there's still you.
Exactly, there's still All right, that will be all for this year. I'm wishing you a happy new year in advance and Merry Christmas. Anyways, wishing you the best in the year 2025, wishing you growth, wishing you all the perfect things of life and everything that you really deserve.
And yes, guys, Happy New Year!
So until the next, do have a great New Year. Bye guys.